There is no doubt about it. Relationships make business work. This is especially important if you're in a sales role where your job is to convert people that you meet into paying customers. But as a solopreneur, I've found that it's so important when I'm responsible in my business for finding leads in my services business, that doing this right is really important. I've invested a lot of time in this over the last year as I started my business, and it's paid off for me. I want to share with you my process, how I make it work using LinkedIn and content, and hopefully it'll be valuable for you and your business too. First, it starts with a different mindset. Rather than being focused on persuasion and promotion, I found that a focus on selfless giving and value add above all else makes all the difference. There's three things I recommend you think about. First, being incredibly targeted. Take extra time to know exactly who it is that you can help, your business can help. Doing this, being excruciatingly focused on this will help you leverage the powerful LinkedIn tools because you're very clear about exactly who you're searching for. It will help you to be more efficient because you don't waste time and get as distracted and tempted to talk, to be working with other people. And it improves your message because it's spot on, right? It's specific to the problems of the people you want to help. Secondly, being intentional is critical. So make a plan and stick to it. This is, as a salesperson, you probably already know this and apply it, but you have to have daily habits, you have to have weekly goals and quarterly targets to make this work. It's just really important. And then third, be generous. This is the biggest shift maybe from conventional thought process here. Make everything you do be about your prospect and give away as much of what your company does in terms of insight and value add as you can before they have to pay for it, as long as possible. I found that totally pays off in the end because you progress people, you draw people to you that way. Okay, with that mindset, let's talk about the content. Content's the fuel that transforms your connections into paying customers. And I have found that there are three pieces of content that make this work for me. So I'm going to share my process. Again, there's other ways to do it, but this is what's worked for me. Before I share the content, though, I got to share a hard truth. If you don't create videos on LinkedIn and publish them on your profile, you're going to need to learn how to do that. For me, it made all the difference. And to follow my process, you need to create videos. Don't be scared away by that. You can do it. I create valuable 4 to 5 minute videos in about 30 minutes now. And they're better than the ones that took me hours when I first started. So you can do it. Okay, so the videos that you're going to need, one is a summary video post that talks about how your client can address the challenges they have. So this is you sharing your expertise in a summary way around the value you provide. You're not selling your services, you're offering advice and insight. Typically that's 3 to 5 minutes long, and it's about helping them. Okay, so you need to create that and post that on your LinkedIn profile. Then you're going to need to get into a habit of regular video posts on your LinkedIn profile. I do it once a week now for 25 weeks and counting. And as I said, it's getting a lot easier. And when I talk to my colleagues, everybody comments on how much they see me on LinkedIn. It's because LinkedIn loves video and they are giving you more visibility and sharing you more in the network when you create videos than they are with text, because they want to encourage engagement and videos much more engaging. So game the system, take advantage of all the energy of LinkedIn that they want to help you and create videos. Oh, and what are those videos about? It's all about your value, right? So for me, I've chopped up all the different topics that my customers are dealing with, And I share advice and insight on those topics because that's what I do, right? And I give that away. And I found it's been very, very helpful for me to meet people. And then finally, create yourself a free offer. This is like a level above. In my case, I'm targeting CEOs who don't have a marketing leader, B2B CEOs. So I created a one-page PDF called CEO's Pocket Guide to Marketing Without a Marketing Leader. So you get it. You take your offer and turn it into a valuable, value add piece for your target. And then that's your giveaway. That's what you can offer people that leads to introductions and meetings. Okay. Finally, you've got that content. You also need to set up a path to you. That means have a way for people to easily schedule a meeting with you on your website or on your LinkedIn profile, wherever it might be. I use Calendly, which is free to do that. They can schedule a meeting with you automatically. Okay, you've got content. Here's how you put it together to make this work. First thing you do is you use LinkedIn to search for your peeps that you want to connect with. I use Sales Navigator. I found for me, it's been well worth the spending because I get extra filtering capabilities and I'm able to zero in my case, on CEOs of a certain size business in a certain industry, most importantly, that don't have very many, if any, marketing people on their staff. So that gets me to the right people. Once you've got that list, then you request a connection. You send a connection request. Don't try to sell. Don't try to offer them anything. Just sincerely ask for a connection that you want to connect with them and why, right? That's your first step. This is where those habits come in. For me, I set a weekly goal. In my case, now it's 25 a week. I used to be 50, but now I have more clients. I don't know if that sounds like a lot to you or not. It's work. It's part of the job, but it pays off in hundreds and even thousands of connection requests over a year. Then, for me, it's about 10% of those I request connections to connect with me. And that's when I respond and offer them some valuable content, right? I've got a bunch of LinkedIn posts about solving problems that they have, and I offer them that. That summary video is my go-to, though, because it in a nutshell shows the scope of my offer because I've addressed the challenges they have kind of holistically. But I can offer them more specific things as well. That content is so powerful once you start having a library of it. The Sales Navigator is also helpful for me here, where I can track the progress of these connection requests turning into connected people, turning into warmer leads. Sales Navigator has the ability to do that. You can do everything we're talking about here with LinkedIn without Sales Navigator, but I found the extra cost of Sales Navigator more than pays for itself. So that's the process. There's more to it than that, and I'm happy to chat with you if you want to reach out to me. This has worked for me. I've been in business a year, spent about 6 months setting this up, and in the last 6 months, I've had maybe a dozen substantial meetings that came from these introductions and this content experience that my prospects are seeing. The ones that I can really help are jazzed by the content, right? And they're the ones that schedule meetings with me. I also have 2 ongoing clients, mid-5-figure clients that came directly from this content relationship building that I'm describing here. If you'd like to reach out to me and talk more about this, probably the easiest thing is to find me on LinkedIn, but you can also find me on my website at b2bclaritymarketing.com.